How to prove liability in a ride sharing accident. Hello and everyone, welcome to today's video. We are talking about something very important. How to prove liability in a ride sharing accident. If you have ever taken a ride with Uber or Lyft, you know how convenient this service can be. But when an accident happens, figuring out who is responsible can be confusing. Whether you were a passenger, a pedestrian, or another driver involving in the crash, knowing how to prove liability is essential for getting compensation. In this video, we are going to break everything down in a simple and easy to understand ways. You will learn how may be responsible, what evidence is needed, and how the legal process works. If you or someone you know has been an Uber or Lyft accident, this information will help you take the right step. The first thing to understand is that multiple parties could be liable in a ride sharing accident. The responsibility might fall on the Uber or Lyft driver, another driver, or even the ride sharing company itself. Unlike a regular car accident, these cases are more complicated because of insurance policy and legal rules that apply to ride sharing service. If the Uber or Lyft driver was at fault, their insurance will likely cover damage. However, coverage depends on whether they were logged into the app and carrying a passenger at the time of the accident. If they were offline, their personal insurance apply. If they were online but waiting for a ride request, Uber and Lyft provide limited coverage. If they had a passenger in the car, the company full insurance coverage is available. If another driver was at fault, their insurance is usually responsible for damage. In some cases, both the ride sharing driver and another driver may share responsibility. This is why gathering evidence is crucial to proving liability. If you were in an accident involving a ride sharing vehicle, the first thing to do is get medical attention. Your health and safety are the top priority. Even if you feel fine, some injuries do not appear right away. So it is important to see a doctor as soon as possible. Next, report the accident to the police. A police report is an important piece of evidence that documents what happened, who was involved, and any possible violation of the law. Be sure to get a copy of the report once it is available. After that, gather as much evidence as possible. Take photos and videos of the accident scene, the vehicle involved, any visible injuries, road condition, traffic signals, and anything else that may be important. If there are witnesses, get their contact information. Be important. If there are witnesses, get their contact information and ask if they would be willing to provide a statement. Also, make sure to get information from all drivers involved. This includes their name, contact information, driver license number, insurance detail, and whether they were working on Uber or Lyft at the time of the accident. If you were a passenger in a ride sharing vehicle, report the accident to Uber or Lyft through their app. They have accident reporting procedure that you need to follow in order to file a claim. Now that you have gathered evidence, the next step is to determine who is legally responsible. If the ride sharing driver was negligent, such as by speeding, running a red light, or driving distracted, they may be held liable. If another driver caused the accident, their insurance should cover the damage. In some cases, Uber or Lyft may also be responsible. Ride-sharing company classify their driver as independent contractor rather than employees, which can make it harder to hold them directly liable. However, it, if there was a problem with the app, poor driver screening, or other negligence by the company, they may share responsibility. To build a strong case, you will need to prove negligence. This means showing that someone acted carelessly and that their action directly caused the accident and your injuries. This is where the evidence you collected becomes important. Once liability is determined, the next step is dealing with insurance companies. Ride sharing companies have large insurance policy, but they may try to limit payout. Insurance company may also try to shift blame or argue that your injuries are not serious. This is why it is a good idea to work with a personal injury law who has experience with ride sharing accident. A lawyer will help gather more evidence, negotiate with insurance company, and fight to get you the compensation you deserve. This can include medical expenses, lost wage, pain and suffering, and other damage. If an insurance settlement cannot be reached, you may need to file a lawsuit. In court, your lawyer will present your case using the police report, medical record, witness statement, and any other evidence to prove liability and secure compensation. Handling a ride sharing accident claim can be complicated, but knowing your right and taking the right step can make a big difference. The most important thing to remember are seeking medical attention, gathering a strong evidence, determining liability, and working with a lawyer if necessary. If you or someone you know has been injured in an Uber or Lyft accident, do not wait too long to take action. Insurance claim can legal case have handled, and the sooner you start, the better your chance of a successful outcome. That is all of today's video on proving liability in a ride sharing accident. If you found this information helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more videos on legal rights and personal injury case. Stay safe and see you in the next time.